Hello, all. Mark David Milliron here, Senior Vice President and Executive Dean of the Teachers College here at Western Governors University. What you might not know is in my past life, I had the great honor of serving as the founding Chancellor of WGU Texas. And I can tell you firsthand from going to those early commencements and meeting with those graduates, and from also even we did things like tour of Texas barbecue, where we went to cities all across the state and met with alumni and with students and with faculty members, and really unpacked the aspirations of our students and their dreams for everything from jobs in IT and health and business and education, and really talked about the importance of having an access and success innovator like WGU Texas, why that made it all possible for them and why it really mattered. And one of the things you can tell is that WGU Texas was a big deal for those students. And as clearly you can see from tens of thousands of Texans being touched over the course of the last decade, WGU Texas is one of those powerful difference makers now, really shining a light on the strategies for innovating around access and success across the state of Texas. So congratulations on 10 amazing years, and here's to decades more of this really important work. Congratulations, WGU Texas.
Greetings, I'm Ray Martinez, and I want to wish congratulations and a very happy 10-year anniversary to WGU Texas. I have deep respect and admiration for WGU Texas and the important role that your institution plays in serving the post-secondary educational needs for primarily adult learners in the state of Texas. And of course, as the state and the nation begin to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, institutions like WGU Texas will take on even greater importance as individuals impacted by the pandemic look to re-enter higher education to reskill and upskill into high-value, high-need occupations. My connection to WGU dates back to 2011, when former President and now President Emeritus Robert Mendenhall came to Austin to begin conversations with state leadership about establishing WGU Texas. At the time, I served as the director of the Higher Education Committee in the Texas Senate. I was pleased to get to know Bob, David Groh, Mark Milliron, and other national WGU leaders who had already demonstrated great success, not just with WGU nationally, but with state-branded institutions like WGU Indiana and WGU Washington. I remain proud of the small role that I played as a legislative staff member in helping to establish WGU Texas. 2 years later, in 2013, I had the privilege to serve as the second Chancellor for WGU Texas. Perhaps most memorable during my time as Chancellor was the extensive travel I did across the state, meeting with students and faculty and promoting the excellence offered by WGU Texas in the fields of IT, business, teaching, and health and nursing. Nancy Fitzgerald may remember this, but because I usually drove to my destinations across the state, we once employed a game we called Where's Chancellor Ray? I would stop at a historical marker as I was driving to a particular destination and send a picture of the marker to our PR team back in Austin, who would then post it to our WGU Texas Facebook page. The first person who could correctly respond with the town or city that I was in got a nice Starbucks gift card. We clearly would do anything to get the attention of our outstanding WGU Texas alumni. I'll close simply by saying that at a time when all of us are still somewhat disconnected from each other by the disruptions caused by the COVID pandemic, I'm proud that WGU Texas has always nurtured a genuine sense of community. Students who attend WGU Texas succeed in large part because they feel that great sense of support from faculty, mentors, family, and friends, all of whom are invested in their success. Best wishes to everyone at WGU Texas for another 10 great years of success and beyond. Thank you.
Hi Night Owls, I'm Ronnye Stidvent, former Chancellor of WGU Texas. I'd like to congratulate all of WGU Texas on 10 fantastic years in the Lone Star State. 10 years ago, online learning and competency-based learning were pretty unheard of, and you've proved the success of both. From those of you in the first class to those of you finishing your degrees now, you exemplify the leaders and learners who make this state great. Congratulations to all of you on a fantastic 10 years. I look forward to the next decade to come.
Hello, I'm Steve Johnson. I was lucky to serve as the fourth Chancellor of WGU Texas. In my 3 years at WGU Texas, we saw significant enrollment growth. In fact, WGU Texas became the largest of all the WGU state affiliates. We were happy to have the 10,000th graduate of WGU Texas, and were honored to host the 100,000th graduate of the university, a teacher in Seguin, Texas. But I have to tell you, what was most impactful for me as Chancellor during those 3 years was the more than 3,000 graduation letters I signed, knowing that each one represented a change in someone's life, but more importantly, a change in their families' lives. What I miss and what I love the most about WGU are the people. Administrators, faculty, staff, all working every day to make sure that a student can receive accessible, affordable, high-quality education. And that makes a difference. So happy 10th anniversary, WGU Texas, and here's to many more.